If I am going to measure this angle as what theta, so that below line will be is equals to 90 minus theta. Now x1, y1, that is x1i plus y1j plus z1k are nothing but the a vector. a1i plus b1j plus c1k are nothing but the b vector. You know already 6 minus 66 is minus 60. So 20 minus 60 is nothing but minus 40. Hello dear students, a warm welcome to one and all. My name is Vibha, Mathematics faculty at Vidhyaashram Pre-University College, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. In the last session, we have learnt many problems on pre-derivations, isn't it? Especially we are deriving on the planes along with the lines. And in today's session, dear students, here we are having session number 12, and this is your last session of your chapter 3D Geometry, which is a chapter number 11 of your second year PUC Mathematics. And in today's session, dear students, we are going to learn the last derivation based on that problems, dears. Okay, so this derivation is also very important and which will be asked for a 5 marker. And how to do this derivation? We'll be moving on to first definition of the derivation. Here I have taken the angle between a line and a plane. So this is what a line and a plane, you can see it in the diagram, is the complement of the angle. This is what the complement of the angle between the line and a normal. So this is the normal to the plane, and this is what the line you are going to have it as, and the complement of a line is nothing but what is the angle of that. Now here I have taken, if this is what a 90 degree, obviously this will be what, and this is, you can see here, this is what 90 degree, isn't it? And this will be 90 minus theta. If I am going to measure this angle as what theta, so that below line will be is equals to 90 minus theta. Okay, now here I am going to consider a line. See, consider equation of line. Let it be is equals to, let it be r vector is equals to a vector plus lambda into b vector. This is what the equation of a line I have taken. And consider, let equation of plane, let it be is equals to r vector dot n vector is equals to d. So this is what the equation of a plane. Now consider these two equations, then you are going to have, if theta is the angle between the line and a plane, if I am going to take it as, then you can have that. So cos theta will be is equals to, magnitude of n vector dot b vector divided by magnitude of n vector into magnitude of b vector. Okay, so or otherwise you can take b vector dot n vector divided by magnitude of b vector dot magnitude of n vector. So this is what the angle between that line and the plane. Now, if I am going to consider, see, if this is a phi of the, okay, this is an angle phi if I am going to consider. So let phi be an angle between line and a plane, then you are going to have it as, so what is sine of 90 minus theta? So you know that here I am going to consider, let phi will be is equals to 90 minus theta. Now, if sine of 90 minus theta is equals to cos theta, sine of 90 minus theta, you know already according to the allied angles, which is a cos theta. Now, I am going to consider in place of cos theta as sine of 90 minus theta. So, therefore, you can have the angle between that it is given by sine of 90 minus theta is equals to magnitude of n vector dot b vector divided by magnitude of n vector dot magnitude of b vector. Now what is 90 minus theta? 90 minus theta, we have taken it as 5. So therefore, you can write it as sine phi will be is equals to magnitude of n vector dot b vector divided by magnitude of n vector dot magnitude of b vector. So this is what called the equation, or you are going to have the angle between a line and a plane. Dear students, this is very, very important. Understood? And so in the last cases we have derived for the cos theta, and in this case we have derived for sine phi. Based on this, they are going to ask you the problems of a 3-marker. Now, let us move on to the problems of a 3-marker, dear students. Now, what they have asked here? They have asked, find the angle between the line x plus 1 divided by 2 is equals to y divided by 3, that means y minus 0, okay, is equals to z minus 3 divided by 6, and the plane they have given it as 10x plus 2y minus 11z is equals to 3. Now here it is in the form of x minus x1 divided by a1 is equals to y minus y1 divided by b1 is equals to z minus z1 divided by c1. Now x1 y1, that is x1i plus y1j plus z1k are nothing but the a vector, a1i plus b1j plus c1k are nothing but the b vector. Now here you can write it in the vector form first. So what is a vector form? So vector form is given by r vector is equals to a vector plus lambda into b vector. Now, what is a vector? A vector is nothing but here you can have x minus x1 divided by a1 is equals to y minus y1 divided by b1 is equals to z minus z1 divided by c1, where a vector is nothing but x1i plus y1j plus z1k. Similarly, you can have b vector will be is equals to a1i plus b1j plus c1k. Understood? Now you can see that. So x1, y1, z1 by taking, you can take it as the a vector. So according to the comparison to the equation, what you can have? So therefore, a vector can be written as, this is x1, y1 is nothing but y minus 0. So 0 is the y1 and z minus 3 is the z1 you are having. So a vector will be is equals to 1i, 1 into I is nothing but I. Similarly, 0 into j, if you want I can write 0 into j, which is 0 only, and then plus, you are having 3k, isn't it? 3k. So plus lambda into what is b vector? B vector is nothing but denominator, that is a1, b1, c1, which is 2i. So 2i plus 3j plus 6k. Okay, this is what the b vector. Now, what is the plane they have given, dear students? Plane they have given here 10x plus 2y minus 11z is equals to 3. So given plane is so 10x plus 2y minus 11z is equals to 3. Now you can compare with this r dot n vector is equals to d. Now r dot n vector is equals to d means coefficient of x, y, z. You are going to take it as coefficient of I, j, k, which is nothing but the n vector is equals to d. D means here 3. Understood? Now here you can have, which is n vector can be written as 10 into I plus 2 into j minus 11 into k. So this is what the n vector. Now why I need n vector? Because you have sine phi is equals to, what is sine phi? angle. So sine 5 is equals to magnitude of n vector dot b vector divided by magnitude of n vector dot magnitude of b vector. This is what the equation you are having, so that we need to find out that sine phi n vector as well as the b vector, right? Now, let me write what is that b vector and then n vector. B vector is nothing but this one, 2i plus 3j plus 6k if you compare the equation. So, therefore, here I am writing, so b vector is nothing but, what is that? 2i plus 3j plus 6k, isn't it? And then n vector, just now we have written, which is 10i plus 2j minus 11k, right? Now, you can do n vector dot b vector. Substituting, first let me do n vector dot b vector. If you do it n vector dot b vector, you can have I dot I is nothing but 1, 2 into 10. 2 into 10, again plus, you are having 3 into 2, 3 into 2, j dot j, again plus 6 into minus 11, plus 6 into minus 11, because k dot k is nothing but 1 you are having. So, let us substitute this in the equation, and then we need to find out the magnitude of n vector. Magnitude of n vector is given by under the square root of I coefficient whole square plus j coefficient whole square plus k coefficient whole square. So, which is nothing but 10 squared plus 2 squared plus minus 11 squared, right? So, which is given by, now 10 squared is nothing but 100. So, 100 plus 4 plus 121, correct. So, therefore, you can have, so by adding up this, you are going to get it as, so 100 plus 121 will be is equals to 221. 221 plus 4 will be is equals to 225, right. Under the square root of 225 will be is equals to 15. That you know. Similarly, let me find out magnitude of b vector. Now, magnitude of b vector will be under the square root of, taking the coefficient of I, j, k, 2 squared plus 3 squared plus 6 squared. So, which will be giving you 2 squared is nothing but 4 plus 3 squared is nothing but 9 and 6 squared is 36. So, 36 plus 4, 40, 40 plus 9, 49. So, magnitude of b vector is equal to under the root 49, which will be giving you the 7 answer. Now, substituting these value by calculating in the formula, we are getting sine phi will be is equals to magnitude of n vector is nothing but 2 tens are 20, again plus you are having 3 2s are 6, again plus into minus is minus, 11 6 are 66, minus 66 divided by, here magnitude of n vector is nothing but 15 into magnitude of b vector is nothing but 7. Now, evaluating this, you know already 6 minus 66 is minus 60. So, 20 minus 60 is nothing but minus 40. So, you can have magnitude of minus 40 divided by 15 into 7. Now, under the magnitude symbol or under the modular symbol, negative value will become positive, which can be written as 40 divided by 15 into 7. Now, you can cancel this one, 5 3s are 15. So, this will be is equals to 5 8s are 40. So, 7 3s are 21. So, therefore, you can have sine 5 will be is equals to, so 8 divided by 7 3s are 21, or you can write it as 5 will be is equal to sine inverse of 8 divided by 21, and this is your answer they have asked you to calculate. That means the angle. How easier to calculate, dear students, if you know the vector form properly. Now, same method, we are moving on to the next problem solving. What they've asked, let me check out. Now, here they've asked like this, find the angle between the line and a plane. Dear students, if they ask for a line and a plane, you have to remember the formula of sin phi itself. Understood? So here they have given a line and a plane. That is x plus 1 divided by 2 is equals to y minus 1 divided by 3 is equals to z minus 3 divided by 4. And the plane 2x plus 2y minus 5z is equals to 2. Now let us compare the equation. By comparing the equation, what is the equation we are having? X minus x1 divided by a1 is equals to y minus y1 divided by b1 is equals to z minus z1 divided by c1. Now you know already a vector is nothing but x1i plus y1j plus z1k. So which can be written as x1 is nothing but, see here, 1. So minus 1, because minus x1 is equals to plus 1 means x1 will be is equals to negative 1. Minus 1 into I is minus I. So minus I, and then here y minus 1, that is y1 is equals to 1. So plus 1 into j, which is j only. Again you are having z1, which is nothing but 3. So plus 3 into k. So this is what the A vector. Similarly, what is B vector? So B vector is nothing but a1i plus b1j plus c1k. So which can be written as, what is a1, b1, c1? Denominator, what value you are having, that is a1, b1, c1. So therefore 2 into I plus 3 into j plus 4 into k. That's it. So now what is the vector form? So vector form is given by r vector is equals to a vector plus lambda into b vector. Now a vector is nothing but here minus I plus j plus 3k plus lambda into b vector is nothing but 2I plus 3j plus 4k. That's it. Now what is a given plane? Given plane is nothing but 2x plus 2y minus 5z is equals to 2. Now write down given plane is 2x plus 2y minus 5z is equals to 2, which is in the form of r vector dot n vector is equals to d. Now what is n vector? Coefficient of x, y, z. Therefore n vector is equals to 2I coefficient of x plus coefficient of y is nothing but 2j, coefficient of z is nothing but 5k cap. This is what the n vector. Understood? Now taking this n vector and b vector, we are calculating what is an angle, that is sin phi. Now what is the equation is given by, or what is the formula is given by? So formula is given by sin phi is equals to magnitude of n vector dot b vector divided by modulus of n vector dot modulus of b vector. Now first you have to take it what is n vector and then b vector, calculate that. So what is n vector? N vector, we have calculated 2I plus 2j minus 5k. Similarly, b vector will be is equals to 2I plus 3j plus 4k. Now, what we need to calculate? We need to calculate n dot b, isn't it, for the formula sake. So, n vector dot b vector is equals to I dot I is nothing but 1. So, coefficient of that you are calculating 2 into 2. 2 into 2 plus j dot j is 1, 2 into 3, 2 into 3 plus k dot k is 1 minus 5 into 4. Okay, let us keep as it is. Now let me calculate magnitude of n vector. What is magnitude of n vector? Which is nothing but under the root of coefficient of I, j, k of n, which is nothing but 2 squared plus again 2 squared plus minus 5 squared. So which is nothing but under the root of 2 squared is 4, again 2 squared is 4, 5 squared is nothing but 25. So 25 plus 4 is 29, 29 plus 4 is nothing but 33, isn't it? So therefore you can have under the root 33. Okay. So therefore now calculate magnitude of B vector. Now what is magnitude of B vector, which is given by coefficient of ijk of B, which is 2 squared plus 3 squared plus 4 squared. So which is given by under the root of 2 squared is 4 plus 3 squared is 9 plus 4 squared is 16. 16 plus 9 is nothing but 25. 25 plus 4 is nothing but 29. So therefore under the root 29. Now you can have here by substituting. So sine phi will be is equals to modulus of 2 into 2 here. 2 into 2 is nothing but 4 plus 2 3s is nothing but 6. Again plus into minus. See, plus into minus is minus. 5 4s are 20. So minus 20 divided by, so under the root 33, correct, into under the root 29. You can calculate the numerator. 6 plus 4, which is 10. 10 minus 20, which is minus 10. So magnitude of minus 10 divided by under the root 33 into 29. Why? Because root A into root B can be written as root A into B, right? So under the root of A dot B. So which is nothing but 10 divided by, let me calculate this. You are going to get it as, you can calculate this. This is negative 10 will become positive 10 inside the modulus symbol. Now root 33 into 29, which will become 957. So under the root of 957. So therefore, if sine phi is equals to 10 divided by under the root 957, then phi will be is equals to sine inverse of, see, this phi will be is equal to, this is what the sine phi. So phi will be is equals to sine inverse of 10 divided by under the root 957. Some 30 point you are going to get under the root 957. No need to substitute or no need to evaluate again that. You can keep as it is the answer. That is sine inverse of 10 divided by under the root 957 is an angle between the given plane and the line. I hope you understood the derivation and the problems what I have taken. This is very easier derivation and the problem. I hope you enjoyed all the sessions of a 3D geometry which I have done. In the next, we are moving on to the different chapter of your second PUC mathematics. Until then, dear students, keep watching. Have a nice day. Thank you.